ICRC-TV.com and the Ohio High School Athletic Association are pleased to bring you live bowling from Mason Bowl in Mason, Ohio. We've got the Mason Comets against the Elder Panthers. Hi everybody, I'm Bob Markvan. I'm pleased to be joined with Greater Hamilton USBC Hall of Famer Dave Metters. Dave, we got a pretty good matchup here today. We got Mason against Elder. Elder coming off of an unbelievable win against Oak Hills last week to shatter Oak Hills' undefeated record. And we got action starting already here as we see big split there from Elder. Let's concentrate on lane 18 here. We got Noah Riley, comes up a little bit high, leaves a 6-pin. Dave, I'm already starting to see some of the bowlers come up high today. I don't know whether we got a little bit of a drier lane condition or not, but love to hear some of your responses as we get through here.
Yeah, I mean, they were breaking them down pretty good in practice from what I could tell.
Those are, anytime you see a 1-pin spare miss, I think Coach Riesenberg probably a hair turning a little bit grayer on those, and you can't miss those 1-pin spares. John Benham, two-handed bowler there. John throws a little bit top to the left. One of the things, Dave, you and I can pick up here right away is it's not really new anymore, but you can see these bowlers throwing the ball two-handed. See how many of the bowlers we have. You know, like me, I'm like kind of old school, one-handed. And Dave, I know that you fire that ball out there, get a lot of revs on the ball. Is that the biggest reason for throwing the two-hander, to get more revolutions on the ball?
I mean, that's obviously the objective, you know, more hook, more power, more strikes, right? You know, the biggest reason why I started, because I thought that it was going to give me a competitive advantage, and I think it turned out all right for myself.
It's a perfect example there, a little bit light hitting. That two-hander carried a lot of pins, just leaving a 10-pin. So let's see how Jaden from Elder here is able to handle the 10-pin on lane 18. Typically, guys will move further to the left on the lane. We got a lefty here. First down, ball should curve right up in, carries the 10-pin very nicely. So for the lefties, their pin that they might struggle with is the 7-pin versus the right-hander's 10-pin.
Correct.
Now Golan with a nice conversion there. There's a. All right. So we got Noah Riley up on lane 17. Started with an open. Noah with a one-handed shot. Comes up, carries the 10-pin with a nice shot. Gets on the board.
Just one thing to note, that Noah is throwing a pink urethane hammer, which will tend.
Is that ball going to hook a little bit less?
It'll hook earlier and more even. Not necessarily that it will hook less, it'll blend out the pattern. But the longer that he throws it, you'll see reactive tend to go a little bit further down lane.
One of the things tonight is Mason's senior night, their last home match of the year. And Coach Riesenberg has all 5 seniors starting up here. As we see coming up here, Noah Golan on lane 18. Noah with another strike, carries it up nice. 3 frames, 3 marks for Nolan. Let's see if Noah Riley can double it up here. The strike in the second. Comes up, leaves a tough 6-7 split. So on this split here, Dave, where does the bowler typically have to get the ball to convert this 6-7 split?
You typically want to get that in between the right of the 6-pin. But you almost have to do it perfectly with the right amount of speed and angle in order to get it out to the 7. He has a chance here.
Oh, it's just great shot there. Yes, he did. Good call on that one, Dave. He almost carried that up. I saw in lane, watch this replay. Ball just comes up. Oh, it just slides past the 7-pin. Oh, and all it had to do is hit the back of it. Great try by Noah. John Benham with strike in the last frame. I think he carried it on the Brooklyn side. Gets the ball out this time, comes back with authority. A nice shot by John. I think he learned something on his last shot. Coach Riestenberg with approval on that one. Ooh, a ringing 10-pin. Seems like the bowlers still, most of them coming up high. They're going to have to adjust to a little bit drier conditions today. Just 10-pin. You know, during senior night, it was interesting to hear some of the comments by some of the bowlers always talking about spares, and how true it is. Spares will make your score in high school bowling here. Get your strikes, miss your spares, you'll end up paying for it.
100%. You gotta look at every single time that you miss a spare, you're taking 10 pins off your total score.
Oh, chopped there by Noah. I don't know. You're exactly right, Dave. I know in our Thursday night league, you know, one of Fairfield's coaches, Rob Horton, sometimes, you know, every once in a while he'll miss that 10-pin, and it actually drives him crazy. So. Nice smooth one. Oh, just misses that one wide there for Elder. Another note. We got lots of Noahs here today. It's like 3 Noahs bowling with the 10 bowlers. That seemed like a little bit high average, Dave. John Bennon with a strike. Comes up there with a double. There's a turkey for John. Turkey. 3 in a row, Dave, for the bowlers out there.
Yes, sir.
Dave, can you tell our audience if he gets 4 in a row, what would we root for there? 4 in a row equals a...
Ham bone?
Ham bone is correct.
As Rob Stone would say.
As Rob Stone would say. Oh. That one there just came up a little bit short. You can get a replay there on 18. It'd be really interesting to see that. We call that the flat 10, and that ball just gets that 6-pin just doesn't quite come up and hit the 10-pin. It gets stuck into the gutter. Here's on with our another missed 1-pin. He's gonna have to shake it off. No Riley trying to double up. Bounce it in the pocket. Oh! Bad break there, leaving the 8-10. What do you think on that one, Dave? What causes that split with the 8-10?
So he started off with urethane, right?
Yes.
And he just went down to a sanded symmetrical pearl. I believe he was just throwing the hype pearl there. From what I was gathering, it seemed like the oil was kind of pushing down pretty drastically, and they always do with these pro-Ampylene synthetics. They always carry down quite drastically and a lot faster than they would traditionally on, you know, on other surfaces, just because of how hard the surface is. So.
All right, we got John Benham up here on lane 17. Let's see if John can get that ham bone. Going for 4 in a row here. Comes up just a little bit high, leaves the 9-pin. Good conversion there by Will for Elder. Important spare conversion for John here on lane 17. Should be no problem for John. Good pickup. John just had the one open in the second frame. It's come back real well.
good shot.
Good shot there. Carried that ball light. Those pins were in flight there, I'll tell you. I know I missed the last 1 pin spare. Got the 7 pin here. Should be easy for a right-hander just coming across the lane. Gets that ball down out. Nicely done by Noah. How much typical movement, Dave, do a bowler need to make during a match like this as far as moving their feet, trying to get that ball off the head pin?
Not as much as what you would in league. Normally it's, you know, 2-3 board moves at a time. But with the additive gear thing going on down there, which is obviously pushing down the oil, they actually might have to move a little bit right.
Noah trying for the 5-7, 5-10, excuse me. Tough break there. He's hit the pocket twice and left 2 tough spares. 2 tough splits, I should say. All right, seniors. Zach Shockey with a strike there for Mason. Oh, wobbler there. A 10 pin just would not go down. Sometimes you think there's just glue on that 10 pin. See if that pin gets just gets in there, comes out, just taps that 10 pin, and the 10 pin says, no, baby, no, I'm not going. But no, it does convert the 10 pin. Look at that thing wobbling. Oh, nice spare conversion. Left the head pin, converts. No, with the ball switch. And he carries it! And as we say, down goes Frazier. Oh, boy, that pin just wobbled down at the end there. Just like a good left. So we're hearing about the both 8th frames for all the bowlers. What we'll do as soon as this game is over, we'll get a total for everybody out there to see how close this match is. They will bowl another game that all 5 bowlers will bowl, and then they'll switch up and bowl Baker bowling, in which we'll get into that and explain that in a little bit once that gets started. It's more of a team bowling than individual bowling. Yeah. Back-to-back splits here for Elder. Oh, and he catches it. A very great shot by Will.
Spare.
Just carries the back of the pin on that one there. That's a reaction of that ball, David, that late break over there. Flying over.
And that's not an easy spare to make.
Oof. It's John Bannon. Crunch just went in and 10 in a pit there. John just carried that with a crunch. Back to the double. Jaden from Elder up on lane 18. Comes up heavy. Oh, and he carries the strike with a lefty Brooklyn. Is that thing anything different, Dave? Or is a lefty Brooklyn still a Brooklyn?
A lefty Brooklyn is still a Brooklyn.
I didn't know whether they called it a jersey or not because it's on the left side. Noah Golan just got that light shot going, mixing it up. Can't quite carry the 7 pin again. All right, let's see if Noah carry that 7 pin again. X ball down, very nicely done right in the middle of the pin. Love to see that. No, Riley's had some bad luck. Struck in the 7th. He's up here in the 8th frame. See if he can get a double going. A little bit of a light hit. Leaves a 2 pin. John Benham with a nice game going here. That ball's coming out. A little high. Leaves himself to 3-6-10. Multi-pin spares are tough. They are. They're even the pro bowlers, their percentage drops drastically when trying to get a multi-pin spare.
Yeah, for this one, you typically want to hook it right in between 3 and 6. Looks like he has it.
Very nicely done. John converts that 3-6-10. So John is in the 190s in the 9th. Got Will. Another light hit. I see what you mean, Dave. Looks like that oil might be carrying down a little bit, and that ball is just skidding a little bit more than it was early on.
You can definitely tell that. Yeah, they're definitely playing tighter than what they were in practice. Seems like everybody is kind of migrated out of their urethane and are actually in resin now.
Oh, and down goes Frazier. Mason carries another light hit. These guys are getting fired up. Both these games are getting in close in near into the 10th frame. Brody Hansen for Mason. He's 239 with 2 more balls to go. Brody is on lane 16. He's coming up here. Oh, leaves a 7-pin. Another senior for Mason. You know, last year, Dave, Mason went all the way to the state semifinals. They graduated 8 seniors, so he had to reload this year. He's come back pretty nice with a nice reload as all 8 bowlers are as far as getting into match and tournament play. Speaking of tournament play, next week, section will start. Both these guys will be in sections. Elder headed to Crossgate Lanes, Mason going to Roll House. Zach Shockey with another strike. That's a 3-bagger or a turkey for Zach. Zach not getting in as many games this year as his senior year, but man, is he coming to play on his final day of his career here at Mason Bowl. Oh, Will trying to make another split. Will ends up with a 165. Oh, nice strike by John Benham in the 10th. John's 194. He's 204 with 2 balls left here in the 10th frame. I think the comments have come out that Elder beat their rival, Oak Hills. Another ball, see, coming up high. They look confused. They're talking to themselves.
Another.
Oh, John sends it a little bit wide.
Looks like John threw that.
It's not a bad spot if you're going to do that. The ball here. John's already at 210. Coach Riesenberg, I had him yell, get the 3. Pin count is so important. All right, he got the 3.
Yes, he did.
213 for John Benham. Nicely done. Noah Golan, the strike in the 9th. That's that foundation 9th we'd like to talk about. Actually, you know, he's 135 in the 8th, Dave. With 2 strikes here, he could be in the 190s.
Yeah, if he doubles up.
That ball hits it light.
Oh.
Ooh, we had a wiggler, almost took him down on domino effect.
Okay, so pick it up. Strike out, and they'll put him at 190. They'll put him at 175.
Jaden Brelder with a 146. Just seems a little confused. Went to a ball switch there, and he left the ball way light. No goal, picks up a big spare there. He'll be in the 180s. So Mason ends up with a 248, 194, 213. Aiden for Elder with a 216 game. Just comes up a bit light again. Gonna have to make some adjustments here in the second game. Just a couple balls left here in this first round of regular bowling. Noah from Elder with a strike in the 8th, 9th, and 10th. There's Noah Riley. See how he can finish up. Delay carries that 5 out of there. Avoids the 5-7 split. So we got a flat 10 there. Got to hang on. Oh, no. Does not. 139 for Noah. Not his best, as he's one of the leaders for Mason in average. Noah's at 191. It's like 50 pins below his average there. I know he's going to want to improve in that second game. All right, guys, we will recap after a short break here as we will get your scores. Mason, Elder. Be right back.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
All right, welcome back here to Mason Bowl as we get ready to start game 2. We got an update on the score here after the first game. Mason Comets lead the Elder Panthers 966 to 915. So typically high school teams, they like to get that 1,000, the score right off the bat. Mason just a little bit off there. I know Elder wasn't happy with their 915 as they try to get a little bit used to an away condition here. So here we go. Game number 2, John Benham comes out firing again. That man is on fire today. You can see he's happy with that. Another Brooklyn for Elder. We're going to start calling them the Brooklyn Bombers. Yeah, we got I think lanes 15 and 16 with Brody Hansen for Mason. Ooh, another tough 8-10 split there for Noah. Jaden from Elder. Again, right through the nose. Avoids the split. Noah's got to shake off his split there. Pocket splits are tough to handle. Aiden from Elder with another strike. Throws a nice ball, Dave. Then it's a little harder to see here. He's got some power behind his ball.
Yes, he
Zach
does.
Shockey.
Looks like he's throwing a Storm Axiom over there, if I can.
Couldn't quite pick that up. We'll have to check him out on his next shot.
Good spare.
Here's Zach Shockey. Picks up that 1-pin spare. Lots of bowling also, too. The JVs are bowling in lanes down further, and the Mason girls are actually bowling CHCA down here today. So lanes are pretty full with bowling. John Benham with a nice strike there, as you can see. He's throwing a nice ball today, you know,
He's
Dave?
throwing it really good.
Brody Hansen comes through the nose. Oh, See, what is that, Dave? The 4-6-10 split. See if Noah can get back. Ball's in the pocket a little bit more. Ooh, there's a little bit of a flat 10. Just not quite getting up into the pocket enough. Birdie's shot at it. That ball needs to hook up. All right, carries 2. Pin count again. Get 2 on a strike. That equals 4. Sometimes there's a tendency to go for it, get 0, and you lost 4 pins.
Good shot from Junior from Elder.
Oh. All right, Noah needs to forget about those first 2 frames and get going again. Zach Shockey for Mason. Zach carries another strike. Nice ball. Noah Riley with the spare in the first. Ball coming up for a nice strike there. That was the ball right there. That's the ball he needs to stick to, right in the same line every time. Be dangerous with that line. Well, I know Elder's coming up high and a lot of Brooklyn's. Not what they're used to, I think. John Benham starts off with a turkey. 3-bagger to start for John. All right. Noah, the ball switch. There he goes. Carries that one. Sometimes that ball switch helps. That ball was just coming short, short, short. Looks like he went to a more aggressive ball there, Dave, and carried it. Aiden from Elder. Well, that's a powerful strike right there. Aiden Rapian. He's a junior, so he'll be back next year for the Panthers. Panthers had they lost their top 3 bowlers last year, so he had to go back to get some more bowlers. Done a fairly good job coming on strong at the end of the year. Gonna have to shake that one off. It's always tough there. You know, some guys on that we bowl with, Dave would be saying right now, they'd be saying scoreboard says.
0.
Oh, what a great conversion by Noah Riley on that spare there. That was awesome. Watch this replay here, guys. Gets that ball out nicely. Taps, comes right on over. Oh, beautiful conversion. We will call that the Lipton split conversion of the day. Nice job, Noah. Well, he did throw that gutter ball, man. Way to come back and get the spare. Especially if he's on a strike, no damage done.
Not in that situation. He's not losing any pins.
Absolutely. Comes Zach Shockey. Out. It seemed like he came up a little bit high on that one, only leaving the 6-pin. Comes John Benham. Keep an eye on John here. He's out there wide, coming back with authority. 10 in the pit. We got a ham bone for John. Needs to keep that going. Same stroke. He's stroking it very nice.
He's throwing great. He's made incredible improvements since last year.
Yes, he has. It's a good time of the year to get going. Sectionals next week. All these guys go to sectionals. I believe they'll be taking the top 7 out of Roll House, which is down in Fairfield. Top 7 go to districts. And then anything can happen in districts to get the state, Dave.
Noah went to that stronger ball. He went to a Halo Vision, which is a asymmetric hybrid from Rotogrip. He's just trying to find that right line.
You know what we say in September and October, Dave?
What's that?
Spares, 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 spares. Practice your spares. And as I was talking, John Benham just got the Yahtzee for Mason. He's got the top 5, the first to go here. Noah Riley with that ball switch. He carries that one. A little bit more power with that ball. I don't know. It just seems like it's crushing over. Another strike for Aiden. Yep, another high shot. Top 210. Dave, where's that ball need to go to?
You're gonna have to slide.
That's the sorry.
That's the 410.
410.
Yeah, so you're gonna have to slide your ball to the left of the 4-pin at the correct angle, and hopefully it can get it. If he does have the right angle, he'll get the 10 out. A little bit more sure. That was a little too direct on the 4.
All right. Mason up here in lane 17, Noah Riley. It's clean through 4 frames. Going for the double. Oh, just leaves that 7-pin. Light hit, didn't quite come off the board to carry it.
Just kind of seems that 17 is just playing just a tad tighter than 18, at least from what I'm looking at. That was a good ball from Jaden.
Nice double left to the gutter. Nice job. There's Noah. Picks up the 7-pin. You got Aiden. Rip. Oh, I didn't see it by his reaction. I think we got a 10-pin.
Looked like he got a 10-pin.
All right, here's John Benham on lane 18. Well, coming in nice. Boom, we got a 6-pack alert on lane 18. John Benham with the front 6. Nice shot. Dave, I tell you, I haven't seen him for a long time like that, but he is just smashing the pocket. All right, let's see if Noah can get going. That ball's right, a little bit better. All right, gets that 5 out of there. Let's get going with some spares here. Very nice shot. You see some of the elder faithful starting to get excited out here. We know the team needs to get going. Oh, and he carries another one, and down goes Frazier again. We had those. What? Pick up that replay here. Ball goes to the headboard, just comes across the 1-pin and splatters the 5-pin. John Benham.
Another one.
Oh, carries it light, he carries it all. Oh my, we've got 7 in a row, and what is 7 in a row, Dave? I don't know, and it's just, I don't know. But he's got 7 in a row. We got some excitement going here.
7 in a row, 7 in a row.
7 in a row. There's Noah Golan with a strike. That ball came up flush into the pocket and carried it. Zach Shockey with a strike for Mason also.
Looks like he made that move right. Just perfect angle into getting into that pocket.
I think sometimes, Dave, especially in high school bowling, these guys feed off each other. When one guy starts going, they all start getting that little adrenaline going and going through it. Should be an easy conversion here for Jaden on lane 18. Brody Hansen for Mason just picked up a Yahtzee.
That's a good spare by Noah.
Good spare. Zach Shockey. I don't know, he leaned on that one. Just come up. Oh, no, he just left it out light. Didn't carry it. Turkey for Will for Elder. All right, here we go. Lane 18. John Bennett.
Looks good.
Does he get a light? No. I think he just might have got a little adrenaline out. That went about 17 miles an hour. Pushed it down a little bit, just didn't give it enough time to hook back into the pocket. Well, let's see if John can just pick up these 2 pins for him. Very difficult to make that backup with it. And wasn't expecting that, Dave.
I was not either. I didn't even know he had that in his arsenal.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
That one would have got me off my seat if he'd have made that one. All right, he needs to regroup. 2 big frames left, 60 pins. See if his partner can pick him up here. Comes up hot. Oh, and he carries it, just trips the 4. Big strike there, double for Noah.
He's grinding through this game, but those were 2 very good last shots. Looks like he's finally lined up on those 2.
Oh, nice ball by Noah Riley.
Noah Riley.
Here comes John Benham. See if he can recover off of that open. It's a wobbler. Oh, but Brody Hansen from Mason gets his 6th in a row. Nice ball. Big spare. That ball out nice, carries it perfectly. Zach Shockey for Mason, launching one down. Comes up high. Sometimes you go light, miss the head pin to the right. You might come up a little high. It was right through the nose. All right, Noah Golan working on a double. See if he can get this game. He's going Brooklyn. Oh, he doesn't quite carry the Brooklyn shot. Big spare here by Noah. Did he pull it?
He pulled it.
Pulled it. Wow. 3 one-pin misses for Noah in this second game. Ooh, tough open there for Jaden. But again, multi-pin spares are not easy. Noah Riley trying to double up. He's lucky he got that 10-pin out of there. Avoids the washout. It's John Benham completing the game. Here in the 10th frame. Oh, leaves a solid 9. May have been just a tad high, but. Oh, important carry there for Noah. So we can get. Got Brody Hansen on lane 16 for Mason. He's going for his 8th strike in a row. Comes Brody. Nice lefty two-hander, gets that ball out there. Oh, leaves the 10-pin. Good shot. Brody will finish in the 230s this game. Nice fastball. A heck of a game there by John Benham. 240, exactly what the Comets needed. That's his last singles game here at Mason Bowl as a senior. Ends spectacular with 240, 453 series. That's a way to go out, Dave. Brody Hansen with a 234, 482 series.
Great set by Brody.
Just great job. 482. Wow. Zach Shockey in the 10th. Leaves the 5-pin. Hands up. This was 1 pin there, but those 4 opens. 3 1-pin missers. Takes that 160 game up into 190s. Jade from Elder coming off of an open frame. Right through the nose. Lucky to leave the baby split. All right, let's see how Noah Riley can finish his second game here. Little light hit. They all carry down. Big strike for Noah. Let's see if he can get 2 more here. Yeah, I missed that 5th frame of him when I thought he converted, but I guess he fouled. I didn't see it happen. Foot must have just went over the line.
It's a good ball. Oh.
Nice pair up here as we're ready to complete our second game of bowling right here. And with this last ball coming down, we will recap the game for you shortly as we head into the exciting part of Baker games. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those barbecues you plan in detail for your family? Or your daughter's first costume party? It was out of this world. The same way you plan each detail for those moments, start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit and make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make.
I'm an actor in an ad that was given 12 seconds to remind you that if you're high, just don't drive. Because if you feel different, you drive different. It's illegal to drive high everywhere anyway.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat. If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check NHTSA.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Welcome back, everybody. As we get set here to start our Baker Bowling, you can see the close match that we do have. Elder Panthers lead the Mason Commons by 10 pins heading into this Baker Bowling. What we'll have with Baker Bowling is there'll be 4 games of what's called team bowling. Each bowler will bowl one frame, 1 through 5, and then repeat 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Coaches can substitute different bowlers at times, but once a bowler is pulled in a game, he is out for the rest of the game. And it should be a tight one. Dave, what do you look forward in these last 4 games here? All right, they're getting the scores turned on here. So typically you have your anchor bowler, your best bowler, going in the 5 spot so he can get the 3 strikes in the 10th frame. But should be a little exciting here. Times the crowd and everybody seems to get a little boisterous. And we're set for Baker Bowling as Elder gets it going here. Right down. With a 9 count. All right, we'll see. Got Noah Riley starting off for the Comets in the 1 position. Let's see if he can get the Mason Comets going. Oh, he carries the strike.
Let's go! Come on!
Big Green going for Mason. And Dave, you know that momentum is very big in this one here. Oh, a single pin miss for Elder. Those are killers. But sometimes when momentum gets you going here, it takes you through a game. Oh, 10 in the pit. We got a double for Mason to start off. Elder with an open. Mason takes the lead. Sometimes, Dave, when a team gets started hot, the other team seems to maybe tighten up just a bit. Another one through the nose for Elder. Mason has an opportunity here to just get off blocks, get firing, and just take through this thing.
Absolutely. Being down by 10 pins. Starting out the match with a double. Elder has to convert the 3-6-10, and this is not an easy spare.
Oh, nicely done. First I thought it was going to slide a little wide, but Zach Shockey for the Comets. Ball's coming back, a little bit too much. Oh, not quite the big 4, but almost the Greek church, Dave.
Four, 6, 7, 9. The concept is the same here to convert this. You got to slide the 4 just slightly into the 6, and hopefully they'll take out the 9 on the back end, depending on the angle. This pair is not impossible, but it's very difficult. See if he can slide this into the 4 pin. He decided to go
for the 2 count.
Yep.
All right. So on my tracker here, I'm going to track one-pin misses here in Baker. So far, Elder has one-pin miss. Mason doesn't have any. And Elder decides, let's go to that Brooklyn side. I like it so much, I'll keep going there. How many boards you have to miss, Dave, to go Brooklyn? Bodie Hansen keeps that strike train going for Mason.
The answer to your question is you have to move it's about a 5-board miss. That's a tough break for Elder. Mason strikes here, they're going to put a ton of pressure on Elder.
That's John Benham. John with this great series so far.
It's
out. It's a good shot. It's 10. We got a double. Mason 4 out of 5 starts to strike. Elder with 3 opens, only 1 strike. 2 opens, excuse me, and only 1 strike. I like it. Noah Riley gets up there really quick. A little high. All right.
Okay.
Lucky to only leave the 4-pin. I like it when a team goes fast when they got it going in Baker. Get that momentum. Keep it going. Don't wait. Important 1-pin spare. No problem there for Noah. Picks up the spare. Oh. Good conversion for Elder. Elder needed that one. Boom! 10 in a pit for Noah Golan. He's got it going in Baker now. He's made that adjustment that he needed to do, Dave.
Absolutely. He made the right move, and 18's starting to break down a little bit.
Nice strike by Elder. Well, Noah shot from Elder. You know what today is, Dave? Today's his sweet 16th birthday.
Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday.
Zach Schock can come up high twice. Elder say we're not going away. Strikes in the 7th and the 8th. Tighten this thing up a bit. Zach needs to convert. And he does. Thought it was going to chop it. Big spare. Another one high. I think Brody had that 482 series, Dave. What a way to go out his senior year. See if he can capitalize on a big 9th. Oh, comes up high. Luck gets lucky. Only leaves a 2-pin. Oh, another open for Elder in the 9th. Elder with 149 in the 9th. Mason with this conversion here. Aiden's got some power for Elder, doesn't he, Dave?
Yes, he does. He throws it fantastic.
Good spare by Brody Hansen for Mason. Mason be 170 plus in the 9th versus 149 for Elder.
So if Aiden strikes out here, that will put Elder at 179 for the game. Mason can strike out for 210.
Big ball here. I kind of like it. Oh, it came back snapping hard.
Lane 18 is really starting to break down.
Yep. So after this first game, the teams will switch lanes. Mason will go on to 17, Elder to come on to 18, and they'll switch each game. Turkey Dare closes out with the 179.
These 3 pins are important here.
Oh, Only one, man. You got to get 3 there. 181. Elder really closed that there.
Going into game 2, Elder is up by 8 pins.
Pins going into lane 2. Chance for coaches to make some decisions on whether they want to change any bowlers out, or keep the same lineups. Mason, I think I just heard, keeping the same. It's a tight match here. 8-pin difference with 3 Baker games to go. Stick around, folks. Anything can happen. Coaches meeting with their players right now, determining what they're going to do with their lineups. And we're ready to roll. Elder start us off on lane 18. Nice slow delivery. That ball's coming right up into the pocket. Big strike by Elder to start off. Noah Riley for Mason. Carries another strike. Noah's going here. It's always great to have your first bowler start off with a strike. Keep that momentum going.
Absolutely.
Smooth delivery there. Comes right up. Carries it. 2 great strikes for Elder. Oh, pow. And Mason starts off with 2 in a row. Both teams, nobody's backing down here.
He was a little worried about that pin going down, but it was going down.
Elder with 3 in a row. Zach Shockey for Mason. He needs to keep it going. Brooklyn leaves the 5-pin. Hands up. Four in a row for the Panthers.
You guys were way late.
Nobody misses a 5-pin, do they, Dave? Not there anyway.
We're not allowed to talk about Monday League on air.
How about Adam Meyer, huh? Adam Meyer, Andy, on our Monday Night League. Is he going to miss any 5-pins tonight, Dave? That's the question.
We have 2 Adam Meyers on our team.
Brody Hansen needs a strike for Mason. Oh, comes up through the nose. Couldn't tell if he got it outside or just lost his speed on that one. Oh, Elder starts off with a 6-pack.
Absolutely dialed in.
Lane change, and you talk about that momentum. Old Mo has switched. Brody Hansen needs to make this for Mason. No. And this one's starting to get away from the comments a little bit. Been a long time since I've seen a perfect game in Baker. John Benham with a big time strike. You'd love to have that one back in the 10th.
That's a good ball by John.
Pulled that one through the nose. Good start by Elder. Just carried that 10-pin out of there. All right. Trips out to 10. Big strike for Mason. They needed it to get back in this if they can. 9th frame here for Elder. That ball looks like it's coming right in the pocket for 10 more. Elder at a possible 277 here, Dave. All right, let's watch this guy stroke here for Elder. Two-handed grip. Brings it in a slot position, just lets it rip. Beautiful ball by Aiden there. Wow. Let's watch this one again, Dave. If we can see the ball just coming up, shreds the pins, shreds the rack. 10 in the pit. Big shot here in the 11th. Carries it again. Elder will be in the 270s. Brody Hansen for Mason. A light hit, but they're still going down. Elder subs out on the last ball here, Dave. They got a nice, big, comfortable lead now with only 2 Bakers to go. See if he can do the field ball first strike. And another Brooklyn. Spare in the 9th for Mason. Elder has as many Brooklyns today as Jerry Turjanica does on Monday nights with us, Dave. You know that? Gosh, swear to God. 277. Wow, nice game by Elder. John Benham, see if he can get it going. Oh, he carries a high shot. 10 go down.
Good shot.
Mason could end up with a 203 here. Big swing of events here in the second game of Bakers. But with 2 more Baker games left,
anything's possible.
Anything's possible. Swing back. Can't let yourselves get down. He makes this, Mason will be down 92 pins with 2 Baker games to go. They are good conversion by John. That completes halfway home on the Baker front here. Elder goes from 8 pins up to up by 92 with 2 Baker games to go. We'll see if there's any switching of the lineups here as they switch back to these lanes. Both teams chatting on what they want to do. Okay. All right, guys, we'll take a short break as we get back for games 3 and 4 of Mason. Be right back at Mason Bowl.
Where's your emergency?
I felt accomplished after I got my diploma. Made me feel that I could take on whatever challenges life throws at you.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
All right, we're back with game 3 here at Mason Bowl. Mason can both guys missed a head pin, but they both convert their spares, important spares there in the first frame. So we're up. Zach Shockey coming up high again. Zach has not made that adjustment. He needs to move left and move his mark left to stay in the oil, I think. Dave, you know what they say about doing the same thing over and over again. It's a sign of what?
Sign of insanity.
Yes, it is, if you don't change it. Not that Zach's going insane or anything. Stevie, tough. Oh, no, I don't. I think that one's going.
He had the chance there.
Oh. Talk about staying in the oil, huh? I thought that ball was going way left, and it just stayed right in the oil.
No, if you want different results, you definitely need to make your adjustments.
So I mean, Elder splits there, left the door open a little bit for Mason. Got to come back with a strike. It looks like, yes, he carries the 10 pin out. There's one. Starts with one. I would say there's 5 seniors bowling, so that would be a little redundant. No going up for Mason. I think that one's going through the nose. Nice strike for Elder. Dave, how many 3-6-10s have we seen left today?
I've lost count.
Yep, indeed.
They're definitely hooking. And you definitely have to get left in order to stop making them hook.
Another strike for Elder.
That's a tough break.
Tough break. 4-9. Not always a bad ball. Two opens. Four in a row for Elder. You know, Elder struggled during most of the singles, couple good games, but boy, have they come on in Baker.
Five.
That is out there. Comes back light. Ooh.
He definitely tried to make the move from his last shot.
He did.
He might have over-adjusted a little bit.
Well, with the Comets heading off to sectionals next week, they'll be bowling at Fairfield's Roll House Lanes. Coach Riesenberg will be going for his 18th out of 19 years going to district, Dave, if they can get out and get the districts again this year. It's pretty much a great accomplishment.
That's incredible.
It was almost our third or fourth 8-10 today, too. Oh. Ten-pin miss for the Comets. Boom.
Double whammy!
8 in a row, Dave. I didn't know that was called the double whammy, but nice ball by Noah there. John Bennett wants to come up here. It's got to go down, and we have another knockout punch by Mr. Frazier, goes down. .256 for Elder. They followed up their 277 with a 256 game. That was a beautiful ball. You see how he got that ball out on the lane a little bit further? Came into that pocket nice. See if he can duplicate it here. Mason trying to get to 180. All right, with this last ball. Oh, leaves a 9 count. 179 for the Comets, 256 for Elder. And with one more Baker game to go, we'll get the tallies totaled, and we'll be back to you in 1 minute.
When I was growing up, my mom was extremely tidy. We were trained to put things back where we got them from. One day, when I walked into my mom's house, I felt like I walked to someone else's house. There was stuff everywhere, and just growing up the way I grew up, and to see this transition was very alarming.
When Sean talked to me, it was a wake-up call, and that's when I went to the doctor.
If you love them enough to crawl into a play place to get them to come down, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
All right, we're back here at Mason Bowl for the final game of Baker's. Mason starts off the first frame with a strike. Elder comes up with an 8 count. Zach Shockey throwing it for Mason. Comes into the pocket. He carries it. Mason with 2 in a row. Nice pull, Zach. Dave, can you get yourselves back to your last home match when you were bowled at Lakota West? These guys here are coming up here. Another strike for Mason. It's 3 in a row.
I wish I could remember that far back. No, I always loved high school bowling.
I did see a lot of last year's team came back to watch these seniors bowl this year. Nice of them to venture in. A few of them bowling up at Wright State. Continue their bowling at Collegiate Fleet. Noah Golan. Looks that ball's coming a little high again. Just leaves the 6-10. Got to convert. I know I'll be glad to see these lanes re-oiled going into tonight. Look like they're really breaking down. All right, 5th frame for Mason, 3rd frame for Elder coming up. See if Elder can, this is the righty's version. And spare ball just hung right out there. Nice ball by John. Another one through the nose.
Hey, guys, get the ball, room.
You can just kind of tell that 18 is just starting to really go away.
Well, Dave, we just heard the elder coach yell at his players, give the ball some room. What do you mean by that?
Oh, he's telling his guys to get left, get inside, open up the pocket. I mean,
so we got Brody Hansen. This will be Brody's last ball at home here in Mason. Mason still has Princeton on the road this week. And it doesn't quite go down. Oh. 7-pin for Brody. It's the right-hander's 10-pin. So let's see if Brody can make that 7-pin. He does. Nice ball by Brody. Next Tuesday, fans, if you want to catch some high school bowling, head down to Crossgate Lanes at 9:30. And at Row House Lanes in Fairfield also at 9:30 to watch some great high school playoff bowling. Oh, he trips out the 7. Brendan Smith getting in. Brendan Sr. at Moeller. Let's watch that 7-pin. Just gets tripped out. Zach Shockey. He spares on his last ball. Everybody wants to finish well. No Riley. Eyeing it up. Oh, leaves the 4-9. There's a couple of those we've seen today, Dave. I think by Noah both times. Oh, ringing 10 in there.
Those are always tough.
Oh.
Chance.
Oh! 0 on the count there. I think somebody would say that's a, don't throw a Kraus ball. That might be what a Kraus ball is. I don't know what Kraus is, but that might be a Kraus ball. No going. He strikes on his last ball, and he knows it. John Brennan, let's see if he can turkey it out for the Comets. At least get him into the 200s. There's one. Elder wants to finish strong here. The bucket, this is called. Got to be careful not to chop. Oh, just cuts over. 3 out of 4 opens for Elder in this last game. Hey, John Bennett got that ball out nice, mixes it up, and he carries a 7-pin. Mason into the 200s. 4-9 again. That's the power of John's ball here. Ball just coming into the pack. Ricochets off the sideboard, carries out that 7-pin. Here we go. Finish out with a turkey. Comes out just a bit light. 209 for Mason. Nice game. Elder still has this frame and 2 more to go here. Whoa. There's a big smile on his face there. He just got a little bit lucky with that high hit. Watch these pins just topple down. Ball gets out there, nice. And whacks right back into, oh, he trips on the tee, the 410. In attempt. Beautiful ball there. Brendan Smith, senior, finishing out here strong for the Elder Panthers. I always tell people when they got nothing else to do, come out, check out Mason Bowl. Great lanes out here, great food, great fun. If you got your kids, want them to do something, Saturdays, there's youth bowling out here. Carry it for the rest of your life. All right, watch this one here. We're gonna try to pick this up. Aiden's probably going to fire this ball, see if he can get a ricochet back off the back wall to take out the 7-pin. The speed, oh, it just drops off into the channel. 209 to 145. Well, that'll do it for another year here at Mason Bowl. The Elder Panthers defeat the Mason Comets in their last game at home. Again, both these teams head out to sectionals. And on behalf of myself, Bob Markvan, and Dave Metters, thank you for joining us today. And look for another telecast coming up on ICRC.com.